So Nelson Chamisa decided to be upfront and distanced himself from this political establishment that was created by who knows. Definitely, but we can assume that it is the Central Intelligence Organization, and this is a counterintelligence initiative. But the mind-boggling question would be, all for what? Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Flonipani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So there was actually a poster which has been circulating claiming that Nelson Chamisa was anticipated to launch his own political outfit on the 29th 2025 at 1 p.m. And the venue being Zimbabwe Grounds Highfield. But Nelson Chamisa has been upfront and distanced himself from these false claims. Now we know that it is Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa that actually put out Nelson Chamisa from participating within the opposition political party by bringing a Sengezo Chabangu that actually dismantled the Citizens Coalition for Change. One would expect Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa as well as his establishment to be actually content with what they got. I mean, Nelson Chamisa resigned from CCC. As far as we are concerned, he's not a political party member. He's not leading any political outfit. But now the question comes, why then is Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa after Nelson Chamisa? I think I'll be trying to deal with these issues. Now, if you look at the current political climax that Zimbabwe is at the moment, Mnangagwa knows very, very well that there is a faction in ZANU-PF that wants him gone, as in yesterday. There is a faction that wants nothing to do with Mnangagwa. They are tired about him, but it doesn't know how they will actually achieve this. And to some extent, I must say, he is publicly undermining this faction, but secretly he knows this faction has a lot of potential to actually dislodge him. Now let's borrow some of the words that have been said by Blessed Geza, that they would be uniting the entire opposition and they will be seeking to form some form of government at a national transitional authority, which would be obviously be led by retired General Chiwenga. And the saying is united Chamisa, Douglas Monzora, and the others. Of course, they claim that Nelson Chamisa came out publicly and distanced himself from. But remember, in politics, sometimes what politicians may put publicly may not necessarily be reflective of the truth. Sometimes a lot of people consider a lot of factors to be content about agreeing to a certain information that has been put on the public domain. Even Blessed Geza himself acknowledged that it was a miscalculation to actually put out a lot of information publicly. Maybe that is why he has decided this time around to play his cards undercover, and I strongly believe he is still playing his cards. So Mnangagwa faction suspects that Nelson Chamisa may be working with retired General Chiwenga. I mean, and we know they become ruthless to any individual that attempts to do so. Now, also, Mnangagwa faction sees that Blessed Geza within the politics of Zimbabwe is gaining momentum. He is supported by a lot of people within the body politics of Zimbabwe. Both the supporters of Nelson Chamisa, they are supporting the cause that is advanced by Blessed Geza, a majority of them. I think we cannot distance ourselves from this. Now, it's a problem for Mnangagwa. He wants now to make sure that he dilutes the power that Blessed Geza possesses especially amongst the people of Zimbabwe. And how does he dilute that? He can use the Central Intelligence Organization to come up with these counterintelligence measures, create these fake posters, make them circulate, and a lot of actually people would not be privy to the information that Nelson Chamisa has distanced himself from this information that is circulating. Just imagine if it lands to a cell phone of a Zimbabwean who is in rural areas, and I know most of the people in Zimbabwe, particularly in rural areas, I don't know, maybe now with Elon Musk's gadgets, maybe internet will reach rural homes and a lot of people will be able to connect with us through and all these other social media platforms that we are using, of which we know it is quite difficult for a number of the people of Zimbabwe because of the economic climate that is currently prevailing in Zimbabwe. So if they know that if they disseminate falsehoods, a number of people who are supporting Nelson Chamisa may actually get that falsehood and translate it to the truth. They know it very, very well. So creating this poster, it is meant to dilute the support that Blessed Geza currently has. And they are trying. And also they may be seeing a miscalculation of going after Nelson Chamisa. That it was a grave and a serious miscalculation. The opposition left a vacuum. There is no opposition at the moment as we speak in Zimbabwe. We have got only ZANU-PF, no opposition, ZANU-PF alone. That is currently operational in the body politic of Zimbabwe. That CCC is also an extension of ZANU-PF. I think I don't need to explain that further. So this fake announcement is meant to do nothing but to try and take away the much focus that is on Blessed Geza to Nelson Chamisa, to the people of Zimbabwe, especially who can only maybe access WhatsApp, may not understand that Nelson Chamisa is a WhatsApp channel where he disseminates information, may not be privy to Facebook, where he also correct narratives that are actually spreading, which are false. I mean, it's not, a lot of Zimbabweans, even in urban cities, are not privy to such information. Later on, a number of Zimbabweans don't own gadgets that may actually make it to be easily accessible to get the appropriate information. So this is deliberate. On the side of Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, trying now to falsely resuscitate Nelson Chamisa as an opposition political party leader, to try and just deflect. It's a way of trying to now he knows that much of the focus is on ZANU-PF factionalism. That is a problem for him, a serious one on that matter. So it's better if there was an opposition. Unfortunately, people have lost, people know, in fact, they have to lose because they know that Sengezo Chabang is not opposition, is actually a pseudo-opposition standing for the interest of the bedroom of Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. So that information is false, and I think I have explained why they would go to such desperate attempts. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. Please, I'm asking you, the viewers of this channel, to go to this channel. That is Hloni Pani Digital Music. That is my channel where I would be strictly dealing with music separate from politics. So if you don't go and support that channel, you will find music also coming. I want this one to be focused on politics, and there would also be a channel for music. You can support it by pressing the subscribe button. There is only one video, but we'll be putting a lot of content there, and look out for my album in the shortest time possible. Thank you very much once again. Okancube Umhlabane uyavalelisa. Akangibonge babethu for your amazing and